with Kristoffer Briones from Dojo. Hi, Topher.
Hi, Claire. Yeah.
Nice to see you again. Last time we spoke was at the Philippine Blockchain Week, and right now we're towards the end of the year and we're at the Digital Pilipinas Festival. I'm sure there's updates from Dojo. Let us know what is up.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's been kind of really busy for the team. The program starts in January. The plan is to have 5 startups in the first cohort because we're focused on quality. So we don't want to, we're not taking 10 or 20. We just want to get really good 5 quality startups. So the focus has been that. And in conjunction, we're preparing for the program. So we actually just went to Bataan like 2 weeks ago to look for a really nice venue for the boot camp. So the boot camp is like the first week of the program. So it's a 12-week program. The first week is going to be a boot camp away from the city. It's kind of like an all-expense-paid retreat trip for the startups. And we go back to the city and then they do their process there. So that's
okay. So we met some of the cohorts at the Blockchain Social. So let's just touch up on some of the cohorts that you have right now. Who are you really excited about and why you chose these guys?
Yeah, one we're particularly interested in is in real estate. It's one of those not very sexy problems on the outside, but actually if you solve it, it's really good to solve it. So for example, one of our founders, she figured out that a lot of OFWs or foreign investors, they want to buy some property in the Philippines. But because there's no reliable or easy way to do escrow, if you're buying property, there's the risk for both the buyer and the seller. So if you're the buyer, this happened in the pandemic, they gave out the money and then it didn't fall through and then the money wasn't given back to them because the transaction didn't happen well, didn't go through. So on the other side, the seller, it could be the same problem. If I hand you the land title but I didn't get all the money yet, then it's very hard for me to chase you. If you use that on the blockchain through smart contracts, it becomes a very native solution that, okay, you don't have that anxiety anymore that it doesn't happen. And this is a big market because a lot of people are really trying to invest in the Philippines and buying properties in the Philippines. So if you get to build that first, it becomes a very exciting opportunity for that. So that's one of the ideas that we're quite excited about. We're excited about all of them, but that's something that I think quite easy to share because even if you try to do it without using BSV or a good blockchain, it's probably going to be very hard for you to do.
Right.
So.
Okay, so that's one, which is a great idea. Today, you spoke at the panel. Can you tell us what you talked about over there and also how Dojo has been received at this festival?
Yeah, so we did an investor panel a while ago, and essentially the bigger question is why is the Philippines a prime market for startups? Why should startups be here? Why should investors come here? And I think the Philippines is in a very good sweet spot now. If you just look at 10 years ago, you don't even have events like this or startup PH events that are all happening the same week, right? And now you have the community, the government has a startup venture fund dedicated to just investing in startups. You have capital and talent now coming together, and I think that's something that's quite exciting because you're seeing, just our panel, there's 5 investors across, right? So that's quite exciting. So meaning money is waiting to be invested in startups in the Philippines. It's just that we need now the supply of startups to come. So Dojo kind of comes in perfectly because we're we're the earliest among all of these people, right? They invest in maybe Series A or a bit later, where literally people have nothing and then they come with an idea and then we help build the product and we get them investors in 3 months. So we're kind of filling that gap, although for us we're a bit niche because we're focusing on blockchain and AI. But the more companies, to do the program like us, then that pre-seed stage that scares a lot of people, it becomes a lot easier for the ecosystem to grow. So.
You mentioned blockchain and AI. So are these the companies, the cohorts that you have, are they combining blockchain and AI?
We will explore because the mega trend is what does blockchain and AI have in common? It's data, right? So now we've got into a digital infrastructure where data is maturing. Essentially, the convergence of blockchain and AI just changes things dramatically, right? If, for example, you have IoT sensors, and then let's say you're urban farming and you're planting some things and you put a sensor there, then if you get that data, put it on a chain, and then from whatever data aggregated, you put an AI model, you can do all sorts of things, right? So maybe they pitch us a blockchain idea, and then we can explore an AI in conjunction with it, or maybe an AI and then put blockchain, but essentially that convergence is something that we're really betting on in the next couple of years. Yeah.
Right. Well, sounds great and interesting. We'll catch up again soon, probably early next year, and see how that's going.
Maybe come to the bootcamp.
Yes, exactly.
And yeah,
We'll be
shameless
there.
plug. If you know anyone who has an idea, we offer $500,000 of investment. And even if you don't know much about what you want to do yet, but we'll help you figure it out. And then it's an intense 3-month program, and then from nothing you'll have a product, right? And we'll get you investors. So if you know anyone, please refer them to us. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you, Claire.
Thanks, Topher.
Bitcoin mining, Bitcoin wallet, blockchain, stablecoins, MetaNet, the evolution of money. Everybody is talking about Bitcoin today, but what exactly is it? Learn the basics from experts. Learn what Bitcoin is, how it works, and why it matters. Blockchain 101, your ultimate guide to the fundamentals of blockchain.